Hello, 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 and welcome back to another episode of the Align for Success podcast. I'm Deborah Deras, your hostess with the mostest, and we are here for a special year end review. What is a year end review? You're going to find out on this episode. For those of you that are new to the Align for Success podcast, the intention of the show is to teach you how to do the inner work for outer results. I mean, we live in a world of materialism, especially certain places I go that they're like looking at you like, oh, what is your outfit? Who made your outfit? Or what kind of purse do you have? Or let me see your red bottoms of your shoes. But none of that matters at the end of your life. Did you ever see the movie Don't Look Up? Have you been Netflixing and chilling with yourself over the last few days of the Christmas holiday? It was so good. I don't even want to give it away, but that movie just moved me and made me realize the purpose and the intention in life is not to gain or get things. It is to be your best self. And that's what we're going to learn how to do by doing this year end review. And that's what the entire podcast has been about all year long. I've been bringing you guests, my mentors, people that have inspired me, people that I just feel and admire by the way they're living their lives, not from what they've achieved monetarily, but because of the inner peace that they have, because of the balance that they have, because of the vital health that they have, because of the joy that they have, because of the purpose that they have. And that's what life is really about. And we don't have to wait till something horrible happens, an illness, a sickness, a death in the family, a tragedy before we start living our lives purposely and intentionally. We can start living our life purposely now. What do you say? All right. So, by the way, this is going to be an interactive workshop. So, if you're listening live on Facebook, on YouTube, feel free. In fact, right now in the comments, say hello, right? I want to hear from you because I'm going to be taking you through a mini virtual class because life is a class. And when we get the lessons, we go to the next level of evolution. When we don't get the lessons, guess what happens? Hey, Vanessa Hernandez, it repeats. If we if we get the lesson from our challenge, we go to the next level. And then guess what we get? New lessons. Life is kind of like a video game. Hello, Francia. My gorgeous Francia. So life is like a video game. So every level has like challenges, right? It's not like once we have spiritual insight or we've read a book or taken a class or learned from a guru or inspirational coach that we don't have challenges, Dahlia. Hey, welcome. Oh my God, so glad you're here. It's that we do have challenges. We have even more difficult challenges, but guess what? We have the skills, the tools, the insights to be able to deal with them. So today, what we're going to be doing, hi, Sherilyn, many blessings. Natalia, everybody's here. Okay, so guess what? And by the way, if any of you would like a copy of this document that I'm about to send you, just um, email me, DM me your email, and I'll send you this document. Okay. We're going to together do a year end review. And this is, wait, before I show you the document for the year end review, those of you on the podcast, I'll put the Google link to the document in the show notes so that you can listen to it. So I used to do a year end review December 28th, 29th, every year with my best friend, Dr. Cindy Brown. And I say with my best friend, Dr. Cindy Brown, with a little bit of a sadness, is because she evolved and she is now a butterfly living in the eternal. She lived, I think, to be 55 years young. And we would every year review what, what were our highlights, what were our lowlights, what were our intentions, what were our goals for the next year. But what we realized, and that's why I wanted to do this workshop for you, Kathy, is once we told the universe that we got a particular lesson, it did not have to repeat But if the universe didn't think that we learned the lesson, guess what? We would have that same challenge just with a different boss or a different client or a different neighbor or a different significant other. It would be the same darn lesson. And actually, I don't know if you do this, but I, write out all the lessons. And that's what we're going to do right now. Okay. So for those of you that haven't done this as a tradition, it's a new tradition. By the way, Merry Christmas, belated Christmas, Happy Kwanzaa, Happy Early New Year. We've got Natalie in the house, Kathy Jimenez, Dalia, Dr. Lee, Francilla de la Pena, my beautiful one, Vanessa Hernandez. And you know what? I have you. And here we go. Okay, you guys ready? Okay, so I'm going to share my screen because it's all about um, look at this. Ooh la la. Okay. So we're going to start from the beginning. First thing that you guys need is to have a pen and a paper. We're not going to use a computer for this. Why are we not going to use a computer for this? Because I want you to connect with your creative part of your brain, which will be activated through a pen and a paper. Okay? So let's get a pen and a paper. So one of the things I love to do is I love to have a toast, right? Cheers, right? And when we think about, creating, because I do vision board workshops, but before you even think about doing a vision board workshop, you need to clear out the old to allow room for fertile soil, right? To allow room for the seeds of your goals and your visions to be planted unencumbered with the junk in your trunk, with the past limiting beliefs, right? Um, so what I want you to do, and there's different areas of our life, right? I like to call it cheers. C is for career or business. H is for health, which is always important. Health is wealth. E is for ego or self-care. E is also for economics, abundance. R is for relationships, and S is for spirituality, right? So when we're going to learn our lessons, the best way to learn the lesson is to think about one area of our life that we want to focus on, right? So think about, and what I suggest you do is pick the area that was your biggest challenge. Like if career was a big challenge for you in 2021, pick that. If relationships were a big challenge, pick that. If health was a big challenge for you, pick that, okay? In fact, in the comments below, I want to hear from you. So write down, if you feel comfortable, what area are you focusing on for the sake of this mini workshop, okay? Because you're going to leave here at the end gathering your blessings. You're going to turn that challenge into a lesson, and you're going to turn that lesson into a blessing. Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah. I got my Mark Anthony shirt on. Can you see Mark Anthony? He's with us in this workshop. Mark Anthony said he was free for the rest of the year, so maybe he's joining us. He's like, by the way, I'm not doing anything. I'm like, oh la la, Mark Anthony, stop it. Okay, I digress. Okay, Francia says career. Okay, what about you, Natalie, Dalia, Dr. Lee, Vanessa? Relationships. Me too, Vanessa. Me too. That's the area I'm focusing on. Okay, I'm with you. Yo también. I'm in that same area of focusing on that. Yeah. Okay. And it doesn't even have to be romantic relationships, it could be familial relationships or friendship relationships. But let's pick one area to focus on career. Okay. And write it down. Remember, we're going to get a pen and a paper, right? Get a pen and a paper. Okay. You're going to be writing things down. Awesome. Health. Okay, Natalie. Perfect. That's a great one. Okay. So what I want you to do for a moment is I want you to write down your challenge, okay? And I want you to take a moment. And you can do this, by the way, with every area of the cheers. Remember all this career health, all of it after the workshop. Just for the sake of the workshop, we're picking one. But on your own, I'm going to give you this document. You can feel free to, do all the areas. But what I want you to do is I want you to write out a challenge. Like, for example, I pick relationships, right? So my challenge was and has been for many years, which is why I've repeated it over and over, because I did not get the lesson. You see, once the universe knows you have the lesson, you won't have the same experience. You'll have a new experience, a new challenge, which will take you to the next level and the next level and the next level, because we're here as human beings to grow, evolve, and expand. Okay. That's our lesson. It's not to gather items and get purses and clothes. We're not going to take them when we're gone, but we will take with us our consciousness, the sum total of our thoughts, our insights, our awarenesses. Okay. So one of the challenges I had in relationships was not speaking up for myself, not being very direct and saying, this is what I want, this is what I need. And I was just being silent, hoping people would be mind readers. And then sometimes I would be mad when people didn't give me what they should know that I want. But it's not their fault, it's my fault. I need to speak up and be direct and say, I need this, I would like this. This is how you could be in partnership with me, right? So I can't blame them. Okay. So whatever your challenge is, I want you, like say, it was career, relationships, take a moment and write a little paragraph about it. Write a paragraph. What was the situation? Um, who was involved? How did it make you feel? Just take a moment, Vanessa. Me and you. We'll talk later. Okay, so just take a moment. I'm going to have some podcast dead air. I should have some non-royalty free music playing. La 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 la. So you don't want me to sing. So just take a moment. It doesn't even have to be a paragraph. You can bullet point. Okay. Okay, Gigi. We're doing a little workshop, Gigi. It's kind of fun. So I'll give you another example in career. So one of my challenges 2 years ago, and you know what's awesome? Because I write my lessons every year and I keep them. So I have lessons 2016, lessons 2017, and I see how they don't repeat once I get them. So I used to have an issue in career with boundaries where I didn't have any personal time because I had all these coaching clients and I didn't have like office hours or rules when people could call me or text me, and people were 24/7 wanting from me, and I had no peace because they were constant. It was like having 200 kids that always wanted something or needed something from you, and it was overwhelming. So what I learned was it wasn't their fault, it was my fault because I didn't set a boundary of when they could communicate. And once I spoke up again, that's why I wear a blue thing next to my throat chakra, because my gift is a speaker, but also my challenge in personal relationships is speaking my truth. So it's my gift and my challenge, right? So in my career, I'm really great at it. I speak, I'm a speaker, but in personal relationships, I have to practice speaking up for myself and that I deserve to be honored, respected, and I need to honor and respect myself by giving people the rules of engagement, right? Both in romantic and in business, right? So in career, once I did that, it never repeated. Nobody ever tried to violate that. They weren't on Labor Day asking me for social media tips, or they weren't on a Sunday asking me for coaching. No, they knew when our coaching sessions were, right? So that's an example, right, Gigi? Cool. Okay. So write down your challenge. And what I want you to say out loud, even if there's people in the room, because your word is powerful, right? I want you to say, I am now willing to see the lessons and the blessing in this experience. Because I have to tell you something that really shifted everything. I've been doing spiritual inner work since I was 19 years young, right? Maybe before that. My mom had me in intuition class when I was 8 years old. But like I officially started taking classes with Marianne Williamson and, Don Miguel Ruiz and Reverend Michael, all these people when I was really young, 19. Okay. And one of the things that we were taught in all of the spiritual practices is that when you gather the lesson, you embody it and you are able to really see the world in a different way. You don't see it that, oh, I'm a victim of this circumstance. I'm not a victim of this person. I'm not a victim of this place. I'm not a victim of this circumstance. I am at cause, not effect, right? So I can choose who's in my life. I can choose how I see the world. I can choose my perceptions of things, right? Okay. So then we become empowered instead of as a victim. Okay. So say out loud, everybody, Gigi included, Kathy, Vanessa, everybody. I am now willing to see the lessons and the blessing in the experience. And I'm going to take you through an exercise that's going to help you with that. Because for some of you, Francia, Vanessa, it can be painful. This challenge that we've had in our career and our health and our relationships, it can be painful. And I want to support you to process that through. So we're about to do something to help us with that. Okay? All right. But before we do, let's just say thank you to the challenge. Let's say thank you, challenge. Thank you for making me awake, aware of the situation that needs to be realigned. Thank you for making me aware. Because guess what? If we had no challenges, if we had not, we would just be living a life that was comfortable, status quo. So the fact that you are facing these challenges, that means you're pushing yourself a little bit, right? So that's great. All right. So what we need to do, and if you can, if you're not driving, I hope you're not driving, is we need to shift our perspective from seeing the world through our eyes of eyesight to be seeing it through insight. Do you know how they say hindsight is 2020? If you look back, if I knew what I know now, things would be different, right? Well, guess what? We have the power to look back at our year and see things not from our eyesight that's only looking at the level of the challenge or the problem. And Einstein says we cannot solve a problem from the consciousness that created it. We need to rise up to the mountaintop, right? Way above. So we're going to go to the mountaintop. And if you're not driving, I'd like to request that you close your eyes because I'm going to take you to a higher vision and a higher view so that you're going to be able to get the lesson. Okay? You guys with me? Yes or yes. If you're with me, say yes in the comments so I know you're with me. Hydration is key, right? Okay, great. Okay. So I have to remember not to close my eyes. One time I closed my eyes and then the internet went out. I got to keep my eyes open, but you guys close your eyes. Okay. So good. You're with me. Okay. Vanessa, Natalia, Dalia. Okay. Great. Okay. So let's just uncross our legs if they're crossed. Have nothing crossed. Get comfortable. Sit up. Don't lay down. Otherwise, you might fall asleep. And have your hands palms up. Okay. We're going to start by taking some cleansing breaths. Breathe in. Now let go. And we particularly let out a sigh of ah, because that's the sound of creation. Breathe in. Now let go. Good. And we're just keeping that energy and that attitude of gratitude. But I want you to imagine that you are at a beautiful mountaintop. And just because we're on the top of a mountain, it doesn't have to be cold, only if you enjoy the cold and you're a skier and you love that crisp, cool air, and ready to drink some hot chocolate and jump in the jacuzzi. But those of you that like the mountain that is warm, imagine yourself like on a cliff in Italy. Maybe you're in Sardinia or maybe you're in Greece and you're just looking at the majestic mountains and beautiful landscapes and ocean, just whatever in nature fills you up. And I want you to look down below and I want you to have a telescope where you can see Natalia, Talia, Francia, Kathy, Natalie, sorry, Vanessa, Gigi. You could see your life right crystal clear in front of you. But you see it through this telescope from an expanded vision. It's almost like you're in a virtual reality, augmented reality, Oculus glasses, and you're able to step into it. But you see this challenge that you brought up before, whether it was career or relationships, and you see it from a wider angle. I want you to expand and expand and expand the vision and get as far back and as high up. So you are aware of the challenge, but you're no longer feeling any emotion around it. Keep going as high and as far back until you're aware that the challenge is there, but you're not feeling any emotion. It's just neutral. There's a neutral feeling. Not good, not bad. It just is. This career thing, this health thing, this relationship thing, right? Just a thing. Ain't nothing but a thing. So there's the thing. And you're just like almost laughing about how many hours or minutes you spent in angst over it, worry over it, fear over it, anxious over it, thinking about it, worrying about it, maybe even sleepless nights about it. You're just kind of laughing like a Buddha would because from this mountaintop expanded vision, you see it from a different perspective. You see it from a different view. Take a breath. Just recalibrating your energy. Breathe it in. It's almost like you have different lenses on. So you're seeing the world from a different lens. And what I want you to begin to divinely download, Natalie, Dahlia, Francia, Kathy, Gigi, is what are the lessons from the situation? If this situation was an energy, what is it trying to teach you? Or what are you learning from it? What has it taught you? And I want you to begin, if you feel called, just to receive. Just be a vessel of receiving. You don't have to upload anything. You're not thinking, you're downloading. It's a feminine energy of receiving the wisdom, receiving the insights, Dahlia, receiving the aha moments. Oh, this was to teach me that. Oh, this was to teach me to set a boundary. Oh, this was to teach me to speak up for my truth. Oh, this was to teach me to value what I'm worth. Oh, this was to teach me to know that I am deserving of love. Whatever the lesson, gather it, allow it to download now. And if you feel called, write with your non dominant hand. If you're right handed, write with your left hand. If you're left handed, write with your right hand. Begin to write the lessons on that piece of paper. Or if you don't feel like writing, just marinate with your eyes closed and allow the lessons just to swirl around as if it were just an energy of love, a hug a pink light, warmth, comfort, validation, appreciation, whatever it is that your soul is needing now to feel acknowledged, to feel heard, to feel seen, to feel important and valued. Give that to yourself right now. Give that to yourself right now. Yes. Good. Excellent. Breathe in. Just ask your higher self, what is the lesson from this challenge? What was this experience teaching me? What was this experience teaching me? Write it down or just gather it up. Don't second guess. First answer, best answer. You can put your hands on your heart if that helps you feel more connected with the energy of self love, because love is all there is. Or if you feel more open and receptive, you can put your hands on your lap. Just anchor the energy. And I want you to just allow yourself to come down from the mountaintop back into the room, feeling grateful, knowing that Pandora's box of insights, revelations were opened, and that more will be revealed. That's right, more will be revealed. And what I want you to do right now is open your eyes. Open your eyes, and if you feel comfortable, write in the comments what is one insight, one lesson that came up for you. No second guessing, no right or wrong, just simply what is. And I'll start. I'll share first. And it was hard to facilitate and do it, but I started. That's why I said the thing about the hug. I started to feel like an embrace, like an unconditional, compassionate hug, and that the challenge that I had was giving me an opportunity to almost reparent myself and to give myself the love that I felt was lacking in a relationship. That instead of seeking that love from another person, that I was to give that to myself. Ooh, ooh. I just got that. See, 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 see. It's so awesome, right? Isn't it so awesome? Sometimes some of you may be more verbal and you know, it helps to say it. And some of you actually may need more time to process. I understand we're doing this kind of quick because it's, a live stream and it's a podcast. But if this were like a workshop in person, we'd have more time for like processing, right? Okay. So who would like to, in the comments, share what was your insight? What did you get? What was your aha? And know that if you didn't get any aha yet, more will come, right? Maybe you need to light a candle. Maybe you need to turn on some music. Maybe you need to do this worksheet on your own, right? Maybe my pace is a little too fast for your pace. So, no, that's why I'm giving you the Google Doc. Just email me. Let me give you my email. Oh, actually, you don't have to email me. You can just DM me on Facebook. You guys are my friend on Facebook. So just DM me. Or if you want to email me, I'm trying to stay off email because I'm on vacation. But if you want to, I'll share the Google Doc with you so you can have it. Oh, Kathy says self recognition. I love it. I see you, Kathy. Yes, self recognition. What about you, Francia? I call on her. She's my OG coaching client. What about you, Francia? Dalia? Nat, Nat, Nata, Natalie. Sorry, Natalie. I need glasses. I heard there's these drops you can get so you can see, so you don't have to wear glasses. I need those. Um, Vanessa, Gigi. All right. Yeah. Um, yeah. So what you're going to do is you are going support I needed was found in those who also needed. Support I needed was found in those who also needed. I love it. I love it. That's all the reciprocity, right? So the support that you needed, other needed, right? Okay, cool. Anybody else want to share? You don't have to, but you can. Okay, so what I want you to do, what I'm going to invite you to do right now, is I'm going to invite you. And by the way, I've been doing this, like I said, every year. I used to do this with my friend Cindy, but since my friend Cindy is in heaven, I'm doing it with you. Why not? Right? She's my mentor, my teacher. She's the one that inspired me to quit my job and start my business back in 2002. And these beautiful mentors that we have in our life, just because they ascend doesn't mean that they're not with us. They're still with us. So what I'm going to invite you to do is I'm going to invite you to take this lesson of self-recognition, Kathy, to take this lesson of vulnerability being a superpower, Francia, and I want you to write it as an affirmative statement. So what I wrote is, my voice is my vehicle. I am a vessel for truth to be revealed. I h- I s- it says I have to speak and own my power. I don't want to say I have to. I'm going to change it to I speak and own my power. I don't have to do anything. See, look, I'm coaching myself. Deborah is coaching Deborah. It's okay. We should be our own coach, right, Vanessa? Did you see me correct myself? We should always, not should, we have the opportunity to course correct in every moment. So did you see that? I took away I have to I get to, right? I get to speak and own my power. What a good thing for a speaker to have a life lesson to speak and own my power. Isn't that pretty cool? Vanessa says, realizing your triggers as a result, I am learning myself. I love that, Vanessa. I get chills. Vanessa, we have so much in common. I feel so much in common with you, Vanessa, right? I love it. I relate that. I relate to you. And do you know, I love it that she talked about triggers. The reason we have this Align for Success podcast is when we are aware and awake to our triggers, we can do the inner work to course correct. And the podcast, which is here for you, gives you tools to do the inner work. I bring different guests because I'm like, you don't want to hear from me all the time. You want to hear from different people, different voices. Everybody has a different perspective, right? Different philosophy. Good job, Vanessa. Yes, Francia, Dr. Cindy is with us. You know her, right? You've been to vision boards with her. Yeah, pretty awesome. Okay. Okay. So I love it. So let's all take a moment to write our affirmation, or you might want to call it an empowering statement or a power statement. That now that you have this lesson from the challenge, because the challenge will keep repeating over and over again unless we get the lesson. When we get the lesson, it becomes a blessing. La la. You like that? It was a divine download. I didn't make it up. Okay. So take a moment. I'll be quiet to write your power statement. Let's write a power statement. Let's do it. Yeah, yeah, yeah. Oh my God, this is fun. Are you guys having fun? I'm having fun. Okay. I am having fun. Okay. Okay. Take a moment. I'm going to be quiet for a second. Write down your empowering statement. And I'm excited. I'm excited for your empowering statement. And I want to hear it. I want to hear it. I want to hear it. You're not supposed to have dead air on a podcast because so that's what I'm trying to talk. Okay. So, all right. This is fun, right? And by the way, you can do it for every challenge. I do this for every challenge. Right now, we just picked one challenge, but you could do this for every challenge. And this is live on my YouTube. So you can listen to me leading you to the mountaintop and do it for every single challenge in your career challenge, health, ego, economics, relationship, spirituality, and go through, identify the challenge, go to the mountaintop, look at the thing, get as far back and as far wide to gather the lesson, write the lessons, and then we're going to write a power statement. And then we're almost done. And then we're going to tell the universe that we got it. It's so fun, Kathy. Then what we're going to tell the universe we got it so that the universe knows we have it so we don't have to repeat the lesson again. For 2022, we don't want to be keeping on learning the same lesson. We're ready to go to the next level, the video game of life. We're ready. We're ready not to just survive. We are ready for thriving. So we can be, I know who you guys are, powerful philanthropists, not just, getting by. We could be great givers and giver backers because we live in such an overflow, right? That's who we are. Okay. All right. Cool. Who would like to say your power statement? Which can lead to your power word when we do our vision boards, January 22nd, 2022. 2 2 1 2 2 2 2 at 2. All right. Okay. I want to hear some power statements. So in the comments, and it doesn't have to be brilliantly articulated. Obviously, mine had to be corrected. Okay. Doesn't have to be a paragraph. It could be 4 words, sentence, right? What is your statement that's going to anchor that you've learned the lesson? So the universe is like, oh, Kathy's got it. Francia's got it. Vanessa's got it. Gigi's got it. We don't need to repeat. They're good. Okay. What is your power statement? Mine is my voice is my vehicle. I am a vessel for truth to be revealed. I speak and I own my power. Yes. I speak and I own my power. Very cool. Okay. Who else? Anybody else wants to share their power statement? Okay. So you guys can put it into the comments. And then now what I want you to write down is what inspired action can you take in 2022 now that you have this lesson? Like what inspired action, right? So I can make a conscious decision to speak my truth whenever a boundary is violated right away, that I'm not going to wait. Because what happens with me, what I've learned about myself is if I do not speak up right away, then resentment builds. And I'm like, why are these people texting me on a Sunday? You know what I mean? Or why is whatever the issue is, right? But if I say something right away, then there's no resentment. There's no animosity. There is clarity. And we all know that when we have clarity, we have it all, right? Clarity leads to us fulfilling our visions because we can't achieve something unless we know where we're going. All right. So Kathy says, I recognize my self worth and will not be held back from my abundant blessings. Love it. Love it. Kathy, what I would do if you want some coaching is take away the word will not because the universe doesn't know the difference between not and will. So just say, I recognize my self worth and go forward unencumbered with my abundant blessing. Maybe unencumbered is the same as will not. Um, I recognize my self-worth and therefore am moving forward powerfully toward my abundant blessings. Do you see the difference? And this is not something I'm making up, and I'm not trying to be picky, airy fairy. This is because I read the book Power versus Force by Dr. David Hawkins. And Dr. David Hawkins calibrates, he was is he a kinesiologist? Calibrates words that we use, and every word has a vibration. So we want to have our words with vibrations that lead us at the highest level possible. So instead of saying will not be held back, I rather you say, I recognize my self worth and move forward powerfully to receive the abundant blessings that are my birthright. How does that feel, Kathy? I like that. Oh my God, Kathy. I might take that one, Kathy. Can I write that down? Kathy, I'm stealing yours. I love it. Okay, good one. Tell me what you feel, Kathleen. If you want to, if you feel so moved, revise it. Okay? If you feel moved. If you feel complete, go ahead. Okay, Natalie, my body is my temple. I honor and take care of it. I let go of any emotions that are harmful. Yes. By the way, Natalie, can we talk about emotions for a minute? And can I recommend a book? So I love the master teacher, Panache Desai. And he says emotions are just energy in motion. They're neither good nor bad, they're neutral, and they all have a place. And he has a book called The 21-Day Detox. You can get it now on Amazon.com. It'll be delivered by Thursday, probably before the new year. And every day is an emotion. One sadness, one is anger. And he says it's really important to process emotions up and out of our body because emotions that stay in our body that are repressed can cause depression, and some people implode and they go within. Other people explode and they get angry and rageful. Most women go within and they get depressed. Many men get angry and they rage, right? Feminine and masculine energy. Typical. I mean, the typical, but not everybody's like that. Some people get angry, whatever. So anyway, it's a great book to process emotions because some of these emotions, like I don't want you to think that some emotions are good or bad or right or wrong, that they're all beneficial. You just don't want to stay in a place where you're stuck or stagnant. So he gives you tools to be able to get these emotions up and out of you, and you literally lose weight, physical weight, because every emotion has a toxicity. And once you get them out, he teaches you how to do it morning, noon, and night. You're free. It's so beautiful. It's an amazing book. Have you read that book? Oh, you'll look it up. Okay. I'm pretty sure it's called The 21-Day Density Detox. He signed my book. I got to speak at an event with him 3 times at the Agape International Spiritual Center. I was leading the meditation. He was speaking. And then I went to both his book signings. I have his autograph. I'm like a groupie. A panache Desai groupie. Let me spell his name for you. He only has 2 books, so you can't go wrong. You'll get one of his books. Okay. Okay, we are on to Vanessa. Okay, Vanessa says, loving on and getting to know my bestie, myself. Oh, yeah. On a deeper level is the key to unlocking my superpowers. Vanessa, I love it. I love it. I love it. Yes. Loving on and getting to know myself on a deeper level is the key to unlocking my superpowers. I get chills. By the way, everybody, Kathy, Natalie, Francia, everybody that stayed with me and is here instead of watching some crazy movie on Netflix, you can take other people's power sentences because there's no accident that we're together right now. Synchronicity put you in the right place at the right time to be here when I went live, to gather the lessons, to gain the blessings so that you can be a blessing to the world. That is your gift. That is your gift for showing up. That your presence is the present for the world. You are the gift. Ooh, I get chills. Oh my God, you guys are so awesome. How did I get so blessed to have you here with me? Oh my God, I'm crying. Ah, I love you guys. Ah, you're so good. Feel free, if you guys got your power statement, write it down. Oh, so good. Okay, okay. All right. So I wrote the power statement. You could also make it as a affirmation. You don't have to. I wrote an affirmation. An affirmation is different than a power statement. So a power statement is kind of like your mission statement for your life. It's a declaration of who you are, right? Thanks, Kim. But the affirmation is actually like a prayer. It's like a spoken word. Anytime you say I am and anything after that, you're declaring and decreeing the truth of who you are, right? So, what I put as my affirmation is I am a confident communicator of my truth. I speak up for myself no matter what. I am honest, direct, assert my boundaries without hesitation. I am a powerful speaker of truth. I should add in personal and professional relationships because I'm really good professionally, but I have to be better personally. There we go. See, edit, edit, edit. Okay. So if you want to add an affirmation, go ahead. So you take your power statement and now make it into an I am statement. I am kind of like Natalie could say, you know, well, I don't want to give it to you. Anyway, take a moment and now we're going to write an affirmation. And this is what's going to put into our consciousness that we got the lesson and we're ready to go to the next level. Ready to go to the next class, right? So that we can keep growing and growing and growing and growing and growing. Because that's what life is about, right? Evolution, always growing to the next level. Okay, I want to hear your look at my best friend Kim's here. Go girl. Yeah, I love Kim. I love Kim. Anyway, Kim and I were at Agape together, and we met in 1999, and we did dinner dances back in the day. We'd be in plays together with Reverend Michael and Reverend Cheryl. Culver City, those were the good old days. Oh yeah. Okay, so take a moment, write your affirmation. I'd love to hear it. Yeah, so take a moment. I'm going to edit mine. I'm a powerful speaker in both personal and professional relationships. There we go. All right. Okay. So now we're telling the universe we're serious. We are living from this place of affirming the truth of our new way of being. We turn the challenge into a lesson. And we took the lesson and now we're going to make it a blessing because we're going to pay it forward. We're going to show up in the world as an even more evolved, better version of ourselves. And guess what that's going to do? That's going to allow us to be a role model for everyone around us, for people in our family, for people in our community, for people in our workplace, and we get to be a beneficial presence on the planet. Amen. Isn't that great? Amen, 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 amen. Okay, cool. All right. So I want to hear your I am affirmation. We know it's an affirmation because it starts with what, Natalie? I am. Okay. So write down in the comments your affirmation. I am. I am. Boom. Vanessa's her own best friend. I am honoring my body temple. I am knowing my triggers. I am. I am. We dedicate this episode of the Align for Success podcast to my partner in doing my yearly review, Dr. Cindy Brown. who is my angel. She visited me as a squirrel the other day and licked my foot. Oh, makes me cry. She told me before she transitioned that she would be the sunshine and the squirrel and the butterfly and the rainbow, and she is. And so is Adelaide, my business partner who I wrote my book with. She is my angel, my mentor. I just share this with you to say, these people that were my best friends and sisters, they transitioned to the next life and very young, 50s, so we don't know how long our life is. And so we need to live every day and every moment at our highest and our best. So doing this process allows us to have inner peace because that's true success to me, inner peace. It's not having a purse or I could care less about a purse or having a certain designer clothing. Those are cool and nice. But what happened during pandemic? All the people that were very wealthy, they had to donate. They didn't have enough room in their house. All the thrift stores were overflowing with stuff because people were like, I don't need this. We're not going to take it with us. What are we going to take with us? Our lessons and our blessings. Our lessons and our blessings. That's why we're here. Okay, let's see. New comments. Okay, Stacy. Ah, Stacy, I'm going to put a star by you. I don't know what that means. Hey, girl. Hey, girl. Okay, what's your affirmation now? Write it down. I want to hear it. Okay. It's really easy. You could just take your power statement and make it to an I am statement. I know I'm making you do a lot of work during this virtual workshop. Some of you thought you were getting a podcast. You're just going to listen. You're like, wait a minute, Deborah's making me do all this writing. Yes. Why? Because the inner work for the outer results. Okay. So here are the steps for those of you that joined us late. Not late. You're always worth the wait, by the way. What we were doing was we were picking a challenge to focus on. It could be in the area of career, health, ego, economics, relationships, spirituality, right? And then we were writing it down. What was the challenge we were working on? And then we said out loud, I'm now willing to see the lesson and the blessing in this experience. And then we went into gratitude. And then I led a mountaintop exercise where we could see the challenge from an expanded worldview, wider, broader. And then we were able to get the lesson, what the universe was trying to teach us, and what inspired action we could take in 2022 and then the affirmation. So here is my prayer for you. I'm going to turn this off for a minute. Um, Here is my prayer for you. By the way, if anybody wants a copy of that document, feel free to email me, drop it like it's hot, and or DM me, and I will send it to you so you can use it and go through each one of your challenges. Okay. All right. So Natalie says, I'm honoring my body as my temple, taking care of it, loving it, paying attention to any emotions the right way. I love it. See? Very good, Natalie. Since we started, big progress. Big progress. Yes. Good one. Okay, Kathy. I am recognizing my self worth and powerfully going towards my abundant blessings. Yes. Yes, Kathy. Yes. And by the way, Stacy, if you just joined us, you could catch up. We took a challenge and we learned the lesson. We made a blessing, and now we're living with the affirmation. So, what my prayer, I'm going to pray for you. Why not? Why not? I never did that on the podcast, but you know what? I'm just going to do it. I don't care. I don't care. I don't care what they say. I'm allowed to pray, right? Okay. I was in corporate too long where I couldn't even say the word God, or I couldn't say the word pray, or I couldn't say the word Christmas. It wasn't corporate, it was government, not corporate. But anyway, so I'm always like, can I say it? Yes, say it. Okay. So what I'm going to do, Francia, do you have yours? Is I'm going to pray that all of your lessons are now blessings and that you're going to be able to go forward in 2022 unencumbered, free, liberated to co-create the year of your dreams beyond. And I've seen so many of my coaching clients go beyond, beyond, beyond. And I'm so happy for them. So happy for them. Nothing makes me happier. Okay, so let's just turn within. Just putting your energy and intention on gratitude. Just knowing that right here and right now, in this stillness between the Christmas holiday and the New Year's and the marination of the beauty of Kwanzaa, that we are just knowing that right here and right now, that there is one power and one presence that is governing all of creation. And I call it God. And I call it forth right here and right now for each and every one of my beloved sisters that has shown up here for their expansion. Knowing right where Vanessa, right where Kim, right where Stacy, right where Natalie, right where Kathy, right where Francia, right where Gigi is, God is. And everyone listening on the replay is. That the one life that is divine, the one life that is abundant, the one life that is perfect health, the one life that is balance, joy, peace, harmony, that one life that is on purpose in their career, in all of their affairs, that one life that is constantly evolving through and as each and every beautiful goddess that is here that this intention, this affirmation that has been stated, that has been articulated, that has been affirmed, that has been declared is now so. That any challenges that have happened up until now, that we allow the lessons, the divine downloads to be received even now, even after this workshop, that they continue to flow and overflow to allow the lessons to be received, to be consecrated, so that the blessings can be integrated and activated, and so that each person here can go forward and move in their lives free from any worry, free from any anxiety, free from any trepidation, free from any parking brake energy, able to put their foot on the gas and go as fast or as slow as they desire into the journey of the fulfillment of their soul's contract right here and right now. How good it is to just let go and let God allow any burdens, any stresses, any worries, anything other than that of divine order and divine action to unfold in the lives of my beloved sisters and brothers right here and right now. How grateful we are to feel community in spirit, that as we gather here together as one sisterhood, as one brotherhood, as one synergistic unit, coming together knowing that our word is powerful, knowing that our voice is palatable, knowing that the energy that we put out into the world comes back to us tenfold, and that it is just such a wonderful gift to be present for the presence that is the divine in, through, and as us here and now. Ooh, I feel it. I feel it. I know it for each one of my beautiful sisters, Vanessa, Natalie, Kim, Stacy, Francia, everybody here. I know it as done. I see it, I feel it, and I declare it. And so I say, and so it is. Así será. Amen. Amen. Ooh la la. We prayed. That was my first time praying on my podcast. What? Why not? I'm letting go of any holding back energy. I already started. Celebrate. Good times. Come on. Why wait till 2022? It's just damn calendar. Might as well start living our best life now, right? Thank you all. I really appreciate you. Really appreciate you. I'm so happy that you joined. So it is, Veronica. So it is. Oh, I'm so glad, Stacy, that that was helpful. I'm so glad that that was helpful. I had an idea how I can give you the document right now. I'm just going to share the Google Doc right in the chat. Oh my God, I don't know why I didn't think of that before. So I am going to drop it like it's hot in the chat, the Google Doc, and you guys have access to this Google Doc. So it's called Lessons into Blessings. And for myself, I do every year 2019 lessons. And I go through each category: career, health, ego, economics, relationship, spirituality. For the sake of our podcast today, we did one area. You could complete the rest in the next 3 days before the new year. It's a perfect thing to do. So then you go fresh, free, liberated, clean. It's like a cleanse for the soul. It's a cleanse for the soul. So then when you're doing your vision boards, you're clean. Oh my God. Speaking of vision boards, can I invite you? So I'm doing 2 vision boards. Well, I'm doing more than 2. I'm doing like 4. But I'm doing 2 that I can invite you to because 2 of them are private. Ooh la la. Corporations are bringing me. I'm doing one for Coldwell Banker and one for Provident Title City Club. But the one I want to invite you to is on 12222. I'm going to put the link also in the comments. So if anybody would like to come, there's the link. It's very limited. It's live in person on Saturday, the 22nd at 2. So it's 122 at 2. Hi, Alfonso. So we're doing it live, and I'm doing it at this really cool crystal place in Marina Del Rey. And because of social distancing, spacing, there's only room for 15. And so if you're interested and you live local, sign up. If you're not comfortable being in person, guess what? I'm doing a virtual one on the 29th. Is the 29th kind of late to do a virtual vision board? If you want to do it before the 29th, message me because we could do it earlier. We could do it on the 8th. I have it scheduled for the 29th, but if you want to do it earlier, and we're going to use Canva. I've done 6 virtual vision boards. I did one for NBC, I did one for CBS, I did one. And by the way, one of these ladies, she was 64, manifested her soulmate. I was like, I got to put my soulmate on my vision board. Yeah, I was pretty proud of her. So anyway, all of my events, by the way, are on my website, deborahderas.com. Slash events. And I have a lot of free events. Those of you that want to learn social media marketing, because for those of you that don't know me, you all know me. And I do mindset, marketing, and manifestation. Today we did mindset. Why not? Right? For the vision board is kind of a combination mindset and manifestation. And then I also do marketing workshops. The SBDC, Small Business Development Center, has me do them, and you don't have to pay anything because your tax dollars have paid for them. So if you go to my website, deborahderas.com/events, you'll see a lot of free webinars in January. So don't think that, you know, nothing will stop you from achieving your goals. I'm here to support you in every way. All right. All right. So I got to go back to vacation. Did you already post the Google Doc link? Yeah, Natalie, I did. I did. I posted it. Scroll up. I posted it at 7:19 p.m. I posted it. You want me to post it again? Let me post it again, okay? I'm going to post it again. I wish I could just reply to you. I'm posting it again, Natalie. See, maybe there's a little bit of a delay. Just check back. Um, Thanks, Veronica. Yeah, deborahderas.com/events. And then you can find out all the events. And Veronica, I know you inquired about doing a personal one. If you have a group and you need me, oh, Diana says if I need help. Oh, thank you, Diana. Oh my God, you're the best help. I remember you helped me when I did the Whittier one. Um, you don't see it either, Veronica? Huh. That's so bizarre. Um, it says can't post comments to some destinations. Oh, that's so weird. Okay. Well, DM me. Um, I will send you the link if you DM me. Yeah. You'll don't worry, you'll get it. Thanks, Diana. Appreciate you. And thank you all for tuning in for the longest episode ever. Did we do an hour? Of the Align for Success podcast workshop. You don't see it? Yeah, DM me. Maybe if I post it in the description. You know what, friends? I'm posting it on StreamYard. I'm gonna see if I can go post it on Facebook directly instead of from StreamYard. Give me a second. Are you guys still here? Yeah. I'm gonna go to Facebook and see if I can just post it over there, and maybe that'll be the way. I don't know. I'm gonna go to Facebook. Okay. All right. So, any questions while I am posting that? So, I'm posting the doc. You can go to deborahderas.com/events if you want to join us live. We have a lot of fun. Francia is like OG. She's been coming to the Vision Board Play Shop since like 2000 and at least 16, or if not longer. So, anyway, I posted it into the comments on Facebook. So those of you that are watching me on Deborah Deras, it'll be there. Those of you who are watching me on my other page on YouTube, it'll be there. Those of you watching me on Debbie, it'll be there. Okay, so I really appreciate you. Thank you so much for tuning in to the Align for Success podcast. By the way, I want to make this work for you. So if Tuesdays at 6:15 is not a good time, I'm really open for what time is better for you because this whole um intention of this podcast is for you. So if there's a different time that would be a better time, please let me know. So, by the way, I posted everything in the comments, so you should be seeing it now. I posted on StreamYard and on Facebook. Okay. So, thanks so much for tuning in. I wish you a very, very happy new year. Let's celebrate our new way of being, not as stressed, but as blessed, because we took our challenges, we gathered the lessons. The universe knows because we prayed and aligned that we've gotten it. We don't have to repeat the same lesson. We're ready to evolve. And guess what? You can learn through wisdom rather than through pain. Some people say no pain, no gain. No, you can gain through wisdom. My mentor is Oprah Winfrey, and her mentor is Marianne Williamson. And she's a spiritual counselor and my guide. And I'm doing coaching with her every morning, the Course in Miracles. And she says, you can learn through wisdom. You don't have to learn through pain. We call it the Success with Ease and Grace program. So I invite you to anchor that, marinate on that, and I will see you in the new year. 2022 is a new you. Let's do it. Happy New Year. Ciao for now. All right. I'll see you. Okay. Yeah, Francia, come live. Come live. All right. Bye. See you guys.